Hello and welcome to Laurice's Kitchen. Today we're breaking down a turkey for science. Well, not so much science as Thomas Haverty, who asked me to put together a turkey sandwich video. You know me, I'm not just going to go to the store and buy turkey meat, bread, and mayo and slap it all together. We're going to make everything from scratch. So this turkey is going to start 4 days in the past. It's now 4 days ago. Since my turkey breast cold cuts are brined, we've got to put this brine together first. Now I know some of these ingredients and measurements are going to look a little strange, but keep in mind it is a brine and not a marinade. I'm starting with 1 cup of kosher salt, 1.5 cups of granulated sugar, 2 cups of soy sauce, enough vegetable bouillon to make 4 cups. Now this is just dissolved in about 1.5 cups of water. I've also got 1 tablespoon of peppercorns, 1 tablespoon of whole allspice berries, a teaspoon of crystallized ginger, and a teaspoon of whole cloves. And we've got just enough water here to dissolve everything. We may have to add just a little bit more. All of this is going in the saucepan, and then that's going on top of the stove to simmer. Because it's not Thanksgiving, we're paying a premium for turkeys. This whole turkey cost me $24. Now, I could have just bought the turkey breast because that's really all we needed. So when I looked into that, the turkey breast was $24. Since I'm not one to throw away money, I bought the whole turkey. This gives me the legs, the wings, and the thighs to work with as well. We need to get this out of the packaging and get it cleaned up. To take this turkey apart, I've got my boning knife, some kitchen scissors, and my poultry shears. These will help me get through some of these big bones. The first thing we're going to do is take the wings off. Then we're going to take out the backbone, then we'll take off the legs at the knee, then we'll remove the entire thigh. After that, we're going to debone the breast, and then after that, I'm taking off the skin. We don't have to keep the breast together because these pieces need to be in half. Let's get started. going to be eating this whole turkey breast, we're going to be putting it together like this and cooking it, we are going to have to get this enormous tendon out of here. It's just like eating a rubber band, and in fact it's impossible to eat. So we're just going to grasp it and use the knife to follow down along the tendon. You'll be able to feel it. This one. Okay, and I'm just going to clean some of this up. We're going to put the breasts, the wings, and the legs in here to brine for 3 days. The rest of this is going in a pot to simmer, and I'll use it for something else. You can see that this wants to float to the surface. So we're just going to put a cup in here to help hold it down. Now, no metal because that could react, so glass or stoneware. We're just going to fill this up and allow it to press this down into the brine. It's been 3 interminable days, and it's finally time to decant this turkey. Now I've got a bowl here that I'm just going to put these turkey pieces in to allow them to drain a little bit. I've got a baking sheet here covered in nonstick aluminum foil, and mostly that's just to help with cleanup. I've also got some butcher's twine because we're going to be trussing the turkey breast together because that's how we're cooking them. Okay, we're going to put these together fat side to skinny side. So here's the fat side on this one, here's the skinny side. We're going to start this truss with just a simple square knot. And then technically what we'll be doing is lashing. This is called a marline hitch, and it's good for lashing reaped sails, but it's also good for trussing up pieces of meat. So we just go around, you saw that, and then through, and then we'll pull this tight. Okay, we'll probably do 4 or 5 of these. If you had butcher's netting, this would be the perfect time to use it. This is our last marline hitch. We're actually going to tie this off with a half hitch. So we're halfway there. We're just going to make a little loop, go back under our first lashing here. And then we're going to pull this through the little loop we made. And that's our half hitch. And we're going to trim the ends. I have the oven preheated to 350 degrees, and I do have the convection oven on. After roasting several turkeys like this, I found out an hour and a half is the perfect amount of time. We'll be glazing these with an apricot glaze twice at 30-minute intervals. For this apricot glaze, I have a half cup of butter, that's 1 stick, along with 18 ounces of apricot preserves and 2 cups of dry white wine. Now this is cheap dry white wine, but it is drinkable. Do not use cooking wine. We're going to simmer it all together in this saucepan for 30 minutes while that turkey roasts. This is still pretty loose, so I'm going to let it continue to simmer through this next probably at least 20 more minutes. I'm gonna let this turkey breast cool completely. After that, I'm gonna take off the butcher's twine and it's going in the refrigerator overnight. The legs and wings, however, we're gonna eat right now. I have my multigrain bread here and my homemade death mayo. Nice healthy serving of that. Pepper jack cheese. The turkey. And a nice piece of lettuce. Let's give this turkey sandwich a taste. Perfect.